yeah, I've been loving this game. Giant Software, like, there are definitely some bugs, but all in all, this is a great game. Um, and I imagine the other games, the older ones, are probably better, but I want to take you down this path, kind of show you what I did here. There were some big rocks up here on the left and the right of this bend. Now you can see they're just little piles of gravel. And I plan on smoothing out the terrain here a little bit, cutting out all these trees and planting some pines. Because pines are going to be ideal for farming. Here I added this easier turnout for when you're pulling a trailer. You don't have to take that winding path. Let's go down here and pull a U-turn. Hopefully nobody's trying to pass. But I plan on doing another one of these turnouts over on the other side, because this dirt road is kind of a loop around the property. It's really more of like a logging trail than anything. But yeah, I need to do a lot of terrain work with this spot. But it'll be fun. It'll be expensive, but fun. Need to turn that thing off. International Harvester. Okay. So the next thing I want to do before we get too crazy with the tree cutting, that sawmill stores a lot of trees, but it's not going to hold all of this stuff in one go. It's already almost full. So something I want to do is I want to go through and get rid of all the bushes and all of the shrubbery, so that it's going to make this place look ugly at first. We'll come back through and add some of it back in. But down here, I want to have another turn in. So some of these trees are going to have to go, and some of the terrain's going to have to be smoothened out. And here it's just a little too steep to really make that work. Could probably do it, but I'm going to wait till like right here and have it curve up in and down and out to this road. So I need to pull that that tractor over here, and I need to hit this up with the paint tool. So where are we standing right now? We are... There we are. Let's see, paint tool. I'm gonna paint grass. Big brush, right click, and just want to start kind of cleaning this out. We don't have to get rid of all of these trees, but there's definitely a bunch we're gonna want to get rid of. And we're going to have to do some terrain work once we get rid of the trees. Generally, I try to avoid doing any terrain work until the trees are gone, because it can get kind of messy if you do it out of order. Looks like we don't have too many trees to get rid of, which is good. Because I only have that big mossy for a little while. It's actually Chandler's tractor. He's letting me use it. For the meantime, I can always bring the Tate up here, the T8, the New Holland. But definitely gonna wait on doing that until I need to. So generally everything in this area kind of needs to go. When doing this, these little trees, is that even a tree or is that a bush? It looks like a tree. But these little trees, I like to just hit them with a stump grinder. They're not really worth hauling all the way back up to the thing. In doing that, you got to be careful that you don't hit any of the valuable trees. But it's not really that big of a deal. We got plenty of trees around this property. Now, everything in between here, so there's this gravel patch, there's going to be a gravel patch up here once I get these trees cut. I'm going to get rid of the trees in the middle, and I'm going to have some some work to do, like working with this terrain. This is probably where I'm going to put like an actual like house here by the road, or maybe a little bit away from the road. It'd be nice to buy this field, whichever one it is that has this barn, and just put the house here across the road. But can't really afford to do that right now. And I can't really afford to get a house in general right now anyways. But what we're going to do, we're going to continue flattening this out. You can see we've flattened it out a bunch. We've raised this ground up. Going to have to do that along this way. And I'm going to add in another sawmill. Not this sawmill, but the one like we have over here. One of these. Because it's more efficient at making the beams than this one is by about 20%. Well, actually, it's 150% better. But it's a 20% yield bonus, effectively. So 40 to 60, basically. Anyways. And working through this land, it's not a lot of land, but you can't really farm this land. So the goal is going to be to level out as much of it as the game will let me, and plant trees through here. I want to get as many of these pines growing as I can. And just kind of use this as like a central hub for forestry. And then we can buy up this land over here. There's a lot of like forestry land. This will be poplar. We'll need like a bio baler and stuff like that. And yeah, over here we've got our greenhouses, we've got our tanker. We're going to probably build more greenhouses over here. This I believe is going to be for cows. Or maybe this is for cows. I can't remember exactly which one I wanted to do. But the barn we need for that is about 300,000. So my goal while Chandler's not here is to kind of recoup some of our money. Our fields got fucked with hail damage. Crazy. But for right now, I'm going to work on clearing this area. And then go through and pull the trees up to the sawmill, get those staged ready to go. Once that's done, there won't really be much work to do here until we have a little bit of money built back. But periodically, every month I'm going to come up here and I'm going to clear out, I'll cordon off a section, kind of like I did right here. And I'll get rid of all the bushes, and then I'll go through with the skid steer, get rid of any rocks that are there. And honestly, every tree on this property needs to go. And so as there is space in the sawmill, I'm going to chop more logs and bring them up there. Pallets are going to go here. And yeah, anyways, so back to it then. I'm going to go ahead and save the game. So I've had my game crash a little bit lately and it kind of annoyed me, so I'm going to be saving a little bit more than I probably have to. We're going to hop in the Mossy Ferguson, and we're going to try to cut down some of those smaller trees and pull the bigger trees up to the sawmill. So I gotta start my engine. So far, I've been loving this game. I've spent way too much money on it already. I've got to send back my old wheel, but I'm really excited to get into all this forestry stuff. There's just so much to it, and it feels like its own game. Like I feel like this game could be called Lumber Tycoon, and like I would just sit here and chop trees all day. But yeah, these little trees, you can actually just hit them with the stump grinder and get rid of them completely. Need to back up a little bit off of that tree. Back in. On the stump grinder. See, it'll just decimate these little trees. And they're not really worth anything, so I just give them, honestly. Sense to work with and their worth. sticks will disappear. Let's see. Yeah, see. Just get rid of them. Got rid of the stumps. Sticks too. You have to be careful that you don't get too close to the big trees though, because this thing will like slice your tree up into like little pepperoni slices. If it's like that big one, it would just completely, I call it pepperoni, but yeah, slice it. So I'm gonna go probably left side here. Stump cut. Down on it. Let's see if we can get rid of the stumps here. Oh, off. It's not on the ground. Got a lot of work to do here. Tree is being. Let's see if I can pick it up. There we go. I'm gonna cut the stump cutter off. We're gonna get this tree, haul it up to the sawmill. Now I'm cutting these big trees down. Since they're not pines, they like to get stuck on the trees in the area. And they can also be kind of heavy. They're really dense, depending on the type of tree that it is. So logically, it would make the most sense to cut it downhill so we can grab it by the base. If we cut it downhill, it's going to get stuck on this tree. This tree also has to go, but I think we need to cut it this way. Hope that it'll actually fall uphill with this game's physics. Cut as low as we can, just so that the stump cutter will actually get in here and do its job. Hopefully, we can just get that uphill without getting stuck on anything. And sometimes this game crashes when you connect a winch, so I'm just going to save every time we go to winch a tree. Try to grab lower down on the tree. Aussie should have no problem getting this thing up the hill. Be careful that we don't get stuck on any of these trees, so I'm going to go through the field a little bit. Although you do slow down a lot in the field, so it's not really ideal. I need to cut those trees out of here. It's just one thing at a time. I can only do so much. Eventually I'll get a crane that has the harvester head. Those are really good for the pine trees. So that's part of why we want to plant pines, is they're really easy to harvest with a harvester. Harvester costs something like 400 something thousand. As much as I would love to have it right now, it doesn't really make sense to buy it when most of the wood needs to be winched anyways. There's not really going to be any point in having it until we can really use it. But this is kind of the perfect property for all of this, so it eventually will get used. It's just not the best investment right now. I'd only be able to use it on like 30% of the trees in this forest. Okay, we need to get rid of that stump. There's also some smaller trees we can get rid of here too. Rolled a little too far. Now, to get rid of this stump, these big ones are always annoying. I think we get lucky. Oh, I think we did. Yep, nice, nice. Yeah, that was easy. Now this one. This reason. There's nowhere to see. And since we're on such a steep incline, I like going on brakes, I just start rolling. Stuff goes up so far. I'm holding my brakes, just rolling forward. So I get that stump. Oh. Okay. So, come at it from the other direction. Cut this off, so I'm actually going to cut down somebody else's trees. We're gonna have to soften this terrain a bit. It's like way too steep. But I can't really do that until I get these trees out of here. Nice, nice. That quite easier. Now this one, it'll be easier to get from the side, because then I'll be sideways along the terrain. So I'm kind of get up to here on its right side. Oh yeah, that was easy. I can just get that last bit. Nice. Let's get it off. Make sure the stump is gone. Yeah, looks like the stump's gone. I want to get that big tree there. There's another big tree I think I want to get. Okay, so to it. That was easy too. Okay, let's survey. So getting up that hill should be fine. Might want to get rid of this little tree. Probably stay for now. Now, coming this way, definitely want to get rid of this big tree. Yeah, we'll get rid of this big tree, and then we can start working with the terrain. So, let's make this one fall. Let's see, tall tree. We don't want it connecting to this tree. Falling too far that way actually, because if it falls into the road, I can't actually winch it. It'll become a part of the road forever. So I do actually want this one to fall uphill a little bit that way probably. So I'm gonna hit it from like right here. I'm gonna save before I even cut this tree, just in case it falls in a bad direction. The chainsaw's fine. I have a feeling this stump's gonna be hard to grind, but that's what we gotta do, I guess. Ooh. bet this is going to be really heavy. Yeah, 10 tons is going to have to cut it. Okay. So we're going to have to split it. Split it right here. Hickories are a very dense tree. I've noticed. Okay. I'm gonna deal in this one just a little bit. Okay. Gotta use my mouse for this. They'll just make it easier to see what I'm doing when I'm moving this thing around. Okay. This is honestly trash. But maybe I can haul it up with one of the pieces. Get back into Mossy. The Mossy. Oh. Bro, why you gotta advertise your shit? Get out of here. Okay, I'm gonna save the game again just in case it crashes. We'll just grind that up with the stock grinder. Okay, this tree, once it flips around, shouldn't get stuck on anything. Almost filled up this sawmill. Cut these 3 trees down. Just to make getting the stuff up here a little easier. Now, eventually, once I have everything kind of designed how I want it to and working the way that it needs to work. I'll make more decorative trees and stuff. Have them as like permanent fixtures. That'll be a little while. Oh no. Why do you have to get stuck on a fucking pixel? It's too much. Let's go grind up those stumps. We'll be done over here for the most part. Really kind of the last thing that needs to be done over here. Before I go check on the chickens and the other farmland. Okay, let's make sure we get rid of this little piece of wood. Yeah, at some point I'll probably do a dedicated server at some point. Sammy945. Yeah, you can join my Discord. Okay. Oops. Not mean to swap tractors. There we go. I need to smoothen out this terrain here. I might end up getting rid of this too as well. It's kind of like right there on the line. But I want to connect this up to the road. So I got that big bump to get rid of. Okay, let's see. Go here, smoothing, bigger brush. Let's just hit that with a big... Ooh, that's affecting the road too. Gotta be careful there. Let's see, what did that do? It's already a lot better, although I don't like that it bumps this road up. I gotta be careful about that. That's already a lot better. Holy. It is a little steep, so I kind of want to lower that. And then here, it's kind of a fault line right there that I don't like. Other than that, I mean, that is pretty good for a one-shot. I'm going to lower this section so that when I smooth it, it should dip in a little bit. So let's go back into here. What we'll do, raise lower. We want to lower with right click. Just kind of want to eat away at the meat of this area. By doing this, when I smooth it back out, it'll raise some of this, but it'll also lower some of the rest. Make the brush size a little bigger. So then, smooth in, smaller brush. You'll see it pulls it back up some, but it's not pulling it all the way back up. So now, I did a little bit too much, but we can kind of see the shape that I'm going for. I want to add some there, lower around this brim, smoothen that out. That's jaggedy as heck. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna add some here. So we'll do like just a little bit of work like that. And then we'll make the brush smaller. I want to remove some height here. Around the perimeter. Okay, let's see if that's close to the shape I want. It'll need smoothing, but yeah, that's a lot softer than it was. Probably try to flatten the road some. Cars do not seem to like that, but okay, yeah, we'll smoothen that out. Small smoothing brush. We'll just start kind of working our way in from the outside. Okay. So these are the rough spots here. And smooth all the middle out. Now we can make the brush a little bigger. Just kind of hit it with some broad strokes. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Still feels kind of natural, but it's not so steep anymore. Anymore. Maybe lower that some, like right here, this little strip, but I don't really think it needs it. This I might raise up a little. I don't think it really needs it. Doesn't need to be perfectly flat. So now we'll go in with the painting tool. We're going to get gravel. And we're going to start with a pretty big brush here, round. And we want to just come straight down from here to the road. Okay, here. I'm going to kind of connect that up. Connect that up. And around that bend. Fill in the gap here. This. I want to curve that way. Fill this in. And run along the road. That spot. Let's see, how does that look? Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay. Now the ultimate question is, how does it feel in the 18-wheeler? And can we pull a trailer through it? So now we have this like loop around. Move this tractor out of the way. Okay, we'll park it right here. We'll go get in the 18-wheeler. We'll pick up the trailer. Actually, we'll do a lap without the trailer, then we'll do a lap with the trailer. Make sure the trailer fits just fine. I do have another trailer that's kind of important to test, but worry about it later. Where is the 18-wheeler? What's right here? Okay. Let's see if this wood will sell. Doing pretty good on wood so far, though. So we're gonna go this way around, and then we'll do a 180. Turn back around. Turn right. Okay. So I'm gonna try not to gas it too much. Just gonna cruise through here. Okay. So here we come to the new spot. Okay. It's a little steep. I might want to clean out some of the bushes so that I can see down the road. That is kind of a harsh decline. That road is bumpy. That needs some work. And that's like tip central. I definitely need to reshape that some. Let's go a little quicker. Let's see how the road's faring. Okay, slow down. Yeah, that curve could really use some work, and so could this one. So I'll lower that down so that it pitches up a little bit later. It's what? Hang on, I just got a Discord message. Yeah, but where is he? Yeah. Kill the truck. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I gotta be.
Okay. I remember those caves.
Yeah.
I was gonna start trying to find something to do on my main account, and I just like ended up standing in the bank, just like, or in the GE, just like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do kind of want to make a free-to-play Iron Man. Like, give that a
Yep.
shot. Okay, let's see. How does that feel? But what do I have to do? Like, make a separate account, or is there a way to do it on the same email?
I assume you have a Jagex account?
Yeah. Oh, can you do it in like the Jagex launcher?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try that. That was a little bumpy. Okay, that's a little smoother, but still bad. there, but still very scared I'm gonna tip there. I could have lowered them altogether.
Imagine like actually fighting your way through this whole thing.
Oh, dude, that'd be so fucking AIDS. I'm sure somebody's done it.
I'm sure. Just fight. Use
I'm gonna save my game just in case I flip this 18 wheeler. Very likely to happen.
no.
Are you about to make a gree-gree?
Not to make four.
Oh my gosh. That is so sketchy.
Radar. Oh, I knew it.
Let's smooth that out. That is a mess.
Want to make a zombie ninja and gorilla greery. Alright, talk to and give Zook bones slash talismans when you're done. Go next. Get another. Zook. Hold on. Wait. Small.
Still sketchy, but better.
That's good.
Yeah, thanks for the follow. That's sketchy as hell. Maybe that's just the turn. It's still a little bumpy there. But why does everybody want to add me on Discord? Stop trying to scam me. Like reading my later. Welcome back. It's probably enough road work for today. Let's see. Start up this. Oh my god. Ardoin. Yeah, that was the turn.
Wadar actually.
Surprise Wadar?
You know, that he took me back to. Oh,
Oh, I thought you were trying to say radar.
uh-uh. I mean, I think that's what his name is.
Yeah,
Joke.
yeah. Most of their names are jokes. For that entire game.
Yep.
Where was that really bumpy road that I hit? It was like right here. Over here doing road work. It's like a bumpy spot in the map, and I'm like, I'm fixing that. I have a mod that lets me edit the terrain anywhere. So if there's like really annoying terrain, I can fix it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been
Hey.
working on those villagers, you know, trying to get those perfect trades.
Mm-hmm.
I finally have one of every trade except for Curse of Vanishing and Curse of Binding.
Nice.
The thing
Well,
that annoys me.
there you go.
Oi. Oh no. Landed though. It's just like, it's it's right here that needs to be smoothened. Let's see, driving this thing. So that's a quick way to turn around. That's good enough for now. Back to the estate. What the fuck? What? Come on, game. Game, Why? Why? We have so much crop destruction. Okay, I will be alright back.
Okay.
I'm back. Okay.
Oh,
Settling here.
that's right. I got this together.
Take a what?
This
Oh, yeah, yeah. Good luck. Remember the first time I did Monkey Madness, that shit fucked me up.
do it back.
Yeah. Long time ago. I guess that question also depends on your definition back in the day. I didn't do it when it like originally came out. It was dog shit back then. But back when I was dog shit, I tried it. I got messed up. Oh my. Texting and driving is dangerous. Slowly so I can spot any big old boulders. Being crushed. Very cute. Oh, those gnomes are bloody useless. Yeah, that terrain needs some TLC. It's got some good trails on it. Reminds me of like where my parents used to live. All the like mountain trails, in the woods. These are a little bit more sketchy though. Right now I'm driving through this new field that I bought, trying to find any big rocks that need to be broken. So I got a skid steer with like a rock crusher. Just trying to clean up this massive property.
Very nice.
It's very nice. I figured. You want a tour of the new facilities?
It does.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'll know when he's dead. Oh, it's such a cool property. I'm so glad I bought it. It was a $600,000 field that I'm mostly going to pave over and not even use the field.
Where can I get this?
That's a good question. Scheiße. Oh no, I need to put it back in the gameplay. I kind of want to avoid fucking any of those trails up. They're so cool. Neat. Yeah, the first time I fought this demon, I actually did it melee, like a fucking mouth breather. And I didn't know you could safe spot it at the time.
Yeah. You did it. Quote unquote back in the day.
Yeah.
What? Why? Oh crap, I didn't bring
Huh. Home telly. Oh, and you've got the poison. It interrupted your.
Come on, bro.
That's painful, dude. And you can't take that boat to Fossil Island either.
Oh, wait, John. Hurry up, dude.
And then you get hit by poison and reappear. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my screen share on for when you get this quest turned in. Dang, that looks brutal. What about our pH? pH, bad. Nitrogen, bad, bad, and bad. What are we growing here? Do we have anything even planted?
Alright. I'm, pseudo watching your screen.
I'll wait till you turn your quest in. It's okay.
Okay. What?
What about our factories? Factories good on water, 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 water. Good, wood, good, good. Chickens need food. Had this chicken for over 5 years. It's crazy. Chimkin.
Cam.
Plowing for 13,000. Get plowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a level.
Dude, I think that's gonna be the worst thing about playing on an Iron Man. Because I do want to. I want to start one soon. It's like, I'm such a baby back bitch. Like, I have teleports for literally any and everything, even the ones that like don't fucking make sense to have.
Mm.
So I'm really not looking forward to having to run and run and run and run.
Yeah. I mean, you get you can get a decent amount of teleports fast.
Yeah,
Like you
I
can get
just
access to fairy rings and spirit trees, and I probably have way more teleports that I could have at this point. And I probably have access to a bunch more than I'm using. Just kind of forgot what they were, and I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things.
yeah. My thing is I feel like I'm gonna want to like bum rush construction and find some like Iron Man friendly way to get 99 construction. Cause I love the construction cape. It's my favorite item in all of old school RuneScape.
Mm.
Just being able to immediately instant tele back home is so convenient. But construction is a money sink. Even if you're training it, um, like the best ways, it's just money to XP. That's all it is. I don't think there's any free way to do it, except for maybe the I can't remember what the place is called, but like building homes or something. Congrats on completing Monkey Madness, brother.
Where's my combat? Oh, that's probably. Thank you. I need to go buy my dragon skimmy.
I was gonna say dragon chestplate, but yeah.
Can you get a dragon chestplate?
No,
Or do you
it's a
have to
drop.
complete this to wear one? Okay.
I think you do have to complete it to wear it. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm retarded. Couldn't tell you, brother. Okay, but yeah, so this is field 86. Here, I'll show you it on the map. It's this massive area. If I go over one, it's 26.15 acres. It includes all this stuff on the other side of the road even. But it's all designed for forestry. It's like really rocky, hilly terrain that is quite honestly terrible for anything like field work wise. I made these custom turnouts over here. So there's this one, it's like this gravel part, this stuff that I made. I had to cut some trees and like move some of the ground around. It connects up to the road nice and smooth. But you've got all these like little trails like this one. And this is like one of the well-ridden trails. I'll show you one of the less traveled trails here in a second. I'm just gonna drive around to it. But it connects up to field 85. And a lot of like steeper stuff has these like ATV only trails where like anything bigger than an ATV is just not gonna fit. One of them is right here. It's a little bit sketchy, but it is manageable. And they're like all over this place just to help you, like, I don't know. I don't know if they're to help you or if they're just here for like decoration. But I don't know, I think that's so cool being able to like climb up the side of the mountain like that.
Did you mention something about doing like a first person only?
Yeah,
Mod or whatever?
there is a first person only mod, and I plan on doing that when we start a dedicated server at some point
That
in the
sounds
future.
fun.
It'll make things a lot harder.
First person is just too useful to just like go, yeah, I'm not
Right. Especially when it comes to like backing up trailers. You need somebody to spot you. Because like the mirrors in this game suck. Like you're not going to be able to back up a trailer with just the mirrors in this game. Not realistically. Unless there's a mod that makes the mirrors better. There's just not enough detail in them to like really tell what you're doing. But yeah, I've been working on cleaning this place up. I'm gonna plant pine trees all over it. And I've got a sawmill up there at the top that processes all the wood into lumber. Or all of the lumber into planks, rather. Yeah, I just ever since I saw Field 86, I wanted it, and it has a fire watchtower, and you can actually climb up into it, and you can see like the whole map. Like I can see every field from the fire tower. I'll get up there and show you real quick. But yeah, there's the fire tower. There by the sawmill. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of work to like really get this place like cleaned up. I want to get rid of all the little trees and stuff and start planting pines. Pines are like decent for money, but they're really easy to work with because they don't have like big branches and stuff. Yeah, there's our starter farm over there. And then that's field 24, I believe, which is like all the way across the map. That's actually like the world border. So you can see all the way around.
Very cool.
Yee. It's a nice property to have. Oh, I got a YouTube chat. Yo, what's up, Dinosaur? How are you doing tonight? Yeah, you make me want to play Iron Man. I'll have to start one before long.
I really liked it.
I know I will like Iron Man. I just, again, it's one of those things like I'd like to play on a private server or like a local save rather than having to play online if I'm going to be playing alone.
Well, if you did that, we wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, we'll never get to raids. It's very unlikely for me because it's like it took me 2 years to get to raids on my main that I've dumped very retarded amount of money into. I'm sure it could be done faster, but I wasn't playing super active really until the last like 6 months. So I'm sure in like 2-3 years time you could, if like you dedicate to just RuneScape.
Well, I just got a dragon skimming, so I'm pretty sure I'm like basic.
Yeah, you can do all the raids with just a dragon skimmy. Everybody knows that.
I figured.
Okay. Fields definitely need some love. The chickens definitely need some food. This tractor is called the New Holland T8, so I call it the Tate tractor. It's literally made for me.
That's awesome. The
And
Holland
it's
T8.
blue. It only comes in blue.
And it's blue.
Yeah, no. It's crazy.
I'm actually extremely happy to have the dragon.
Yeah, you should be. That's a feat. Do you have it?
Yeah.
Pull it out. Pull that thing out.
Hold on. I was pretty happy to get the dragon longsword.
Nice.
Those.
I need to get the ornament
Go
kit.
hit something with it. Ornament kit.
Yeah, you can put a gold trim on it. I don't know if you can actually get the ornament kit on an Iron Man.
I have so much as garbage that I don't want to throw away in case I need it for some reason.
We don't have any animal feed. We don't have any animal feed. Animal
I don't
dealer.
really want to go smack. Oh, let's go work on dragon.
Grain. Probably want to go pick up some grain. Grip some grain.
I thought the dragon defender was like a huge grind, but I watched a video. You got it. You have.
It depends on who you are and how much you hate doing the work. I grinded out 2 dragon defenders.
I might not have enough stats actually. The activator's good.
Wait, what?
Mine of 30. Dang.
What the
Or more
fuck?
strength or more attack.
Where did our fence go?
Can't do that.
I gotta send a screenshot of this to Chandler. Something borked. Bro, that's crazy. Fence just unmanifested. We tried to delete it for so long and now it's just gone.
Oh, you get the trim stuff warning hits from those scrolls.
Oh.
So yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, dude, you should start that as your very next immediate grind.
Yeah,
That'd be very
probably the next
productive
one.
use of your time. It's not just a cosmetic, it's a statement.
Well, I can't start going for the defender yet. I need some levels of strength back.
Nah. Skill issue.
Yes. Skill issue being that the skill is not on.
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
No.
Scary is.
Offload. Where do I pick up grain?
He's on top of 3.
What can I buy here?
Not a single hit under double digits.
Where can I buy? Wait, maybe it's in this shop. I don't do dee 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 lee 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 lee. I want a pack, I want a pack. I don't know what I've been told. All I know is it was gold. Bales, pallets, big bags. Miscellaneous food. Mineral feed, pig food, wheat, chicken feed. Chicken feed. Buy 5 of them. 7,500. That's crazy.
I've not done this.
Bro hasn't done Demon Slayer. But you at least done Vampire Slayer? Well, I don't Guess we're picking up wheat. Oh yeah.
Or no. her. Shift 30.
I'm about to feed my chickens. Chickens. Put this fence back.
Nice. Got some leader hosen shorts.
Nice. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do this much.
See, what do we have growing over here? Is it already soybeans? I bet it is. Yep. Definitely the soybeans. You could use lime in some places. No, they're good. Beans produce their own fertilizer. Didn't you know?
That's cool.
Okay, sunflowers are looking good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Good. Good. Good.
Brant. Looks like field 2 is also good on pH. What are you laughing about?
Me?
Yeah, it sounded like you were laughing.
I don't think so.
Now I'm being gaslit.
I mean, maybe I did, but I don't remember. Laugh.
Okay. Maybe I hallucinated it.
Probably.
Damn, now I'm really being gaslit. Mm-hmm. I think on that note, we are good to continue on to the next month. Hopefully none of my animals die.
Believe they do. Wait, what?
I'll kill you. Oh, what's back here? Oh, I can change my clothes. Lizard dragon. Holy. It's kind of a steal. $20,000 for a little truck. Blatto likes. Oh, and you can get the extended body kit. Oh, bale trailer. Standard extension. Trailer hitch? Yes, we definitely want to be able to hitch a trailer. Main color. Blue. Black. Yeah, that's looking mighty fine right there. Yee. Okay, and I also want to build this fence for hopefully less than 20,000. Oy vey.
Mine or pen?
Fence restored. Mom. With my little sunflower thingy, there it is. Beep, beep, beep. What the hell? Fail.
Did you know that it's impossible for a free-to-play member to be poison damage?
To what?
Take any poison.
I did not know that. Why is this?
But they can get anti-poison.
Hmm.
Which means that the there's just not any instance that they have access to a poison.
What about in PvP with poison dart, poison knife?
Are those
Ooh, those are member items.
items? Yeah.
Hmm. I'm sure there has to be a way.
I mean, I guess it's possible there's a way. The video I was watching earlier. There was.
I'm sure it's like, if there is a way, it's like the most convoluted, crazy thing you'd never think of.
I think it's like they going to add a free-to-play mob that um that would get poison damage, so they made it where you could get the anti-poison, but then they never ended up giving that mob poison.
Hmm. You know what we should really be playing right now? RS3. Just kidding. I take it back. I'm sorry.
I could see like one day after I've like learned bossing and stuff in this being like, I wonder what that is like in RS3. It's like giving it a try. But it also takes so much to get there, like get into bossing and stuff in general.
Yeah, but I mean everything is easy in RS3.
All of that.
You could play for like half the time and get
True.
twice as far.
It's true.
Play one of those triple XP weekends with like, yeah, you can get real far real fast. 99s are so easy to get in RS3.
It's true.
Most of the skills go up to 120 now.
Yeah, I ain't doing all of that teleporting around. I'm sure it is much faster. I just don't know what teleports and junk it's wanting me to do.
Oh yeah.
I think it like knows from context what you have available, so I'm sure it's stuff I
That
can
does
do.
not count your player-owned house though. Which you don't have one, which is good in that context, but yeah, you probably don't have a lot of the teleports in it. But like,
No.
so for instance, in my POH I have
Brother,
teleports
I
to
got
just about
25.
everywhere.
I got 25
I know.
construction, brother.
I know, I
Put
know.
respect on my name.
No, I'm good.
Rube.
But yeah, it's like I have just about every teleport in the game in my house, but it always tells me, it's like, oh, go buy one of these because you don't have teleport to this. I'm like, I do, actually. Stop telling me to buy teleports I don't need. Because I'll buy them. I'll buy like 20 of them. And then I'm like, oh shit, wait, that's in my POH. I'm an idiot. Idiot. Ooh, I'm gonna go see... What's this saw? Oh my gosh! Damn! Damn, boy, he thick. That's a thick-ass boy. I gotta figure out something to do with all these. Where's my forky boy? Definitely gonna need another one of those pallet yards. Pallet lines. Pallet yarn. I do not like the way that it just spits everything out randomly. Very ugly. Ugly. Okay, yeah. Here in a little bit I'll end my live stream and I'll start an Iron Man. Figure out how to do that.
Cool.
You've convinced me.
Why in the live stream?
Live stream's kind of dead tonight.
Fair enough.
I don't see any reason to think that anybody would want to watch me play Iron Man. That would be so clueless.
Play Iron Man.
Yeah, but they watch good people play Iron Man.
I wouldn't say that. A lot of people have been watching the WoW players play Iron Man.
Yeah, but don't those people
But they're
already
also
have?
already popular.
Yeah.
I need to get this barbarian. Awesome. Go through all the minigame performance first. Barbarian assault is.
Ooh, Barbarian Assault. That is something I would like to do with you, but it'll be fucking 8 years before I catch up, so. BA is way better with a group, just so you know. It's really good. The chest plate you get from it is like busted as fuck.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. That's the
Run
only
up
thing.
here and see if I can like get them.
I think
It says I have to go through all minigame characters. All. Every single. 7.
so. For Barbarian Assault, I think you can do Barbarian Assault with my main account. So we could still run BA together. I might could get John to join as well. But doing it with just randoms, oh my god, it's like so painful because people bail all the time. They won't like actually stick with the group. They'll get about halfway in and give up. It's really simple, like the jobs are easy if everybody's like on the same page. But yeah. So I would very much recommend.
75 honor points.
Yeah, honor points, you get so many points per run. You don't get a lot. You'll also want to level up your different skills. There's like 4 different classes. There's the healer. There's a minigames teleport to BA.
I know, I can't do it.
Why?
You need to go through all the minigame first.
What?
That's what it says.
I don't even know what that is. It never made me do that, and if it did, I don't remember it.
I feel like I used to do this barbarian assault teleport. I'm hoping that it doesn't actually mean all, it just means.
Well, there's a necklace that'll take you there.
Yeah, I know, but accessing that necklace.
Right.
So I don't know if my like minigame teleport or non-Iron Man. I don't know.
Well, there is a
I do
minigame teleport
specifically
that is
remember
free.
teleporting here
You do it
for
like once every 30 minutes.
Best thing. Just one of a big nose 40 smelly goblin.
Yeah, I can send you a video sometime that explains how to do Barbarian Assault better than the tutorial. Because the tutorial's not going to tell you, like, everything you need to know. There's a lot of stuff that's, like, not included in.
Yeah, just. I guess they just want you to like travel there.
makes sense.
I just don't like that it says you need to go through all the mini game tutorials. So like all the tutorials of this mini game. Makes sense.
Get off my forks, damn it. Thank you. Oh man.
Mage training. Oh, pest control.
You should eventually do the mage training stuff because you can get bones to peaches. Which is a good way to like heal. Or maybe it's bones to bananas, I can't remember. I think there's two. It's like bones to peaches and bones to bananas. I can't remember which one's better.
Peaches is better. That reminds me. I need to find a good way to get law. I think.
Sorry.
It's fine.
It's not fine. Don't lie to me.
What is Temple of the Eye here? Temple, temple, temple. Oh, here we go. All the way down there. Why is it so far down? Smarts. You can make mud runes at 13 rune crafting.
Rune crapping.
Crap.
I love rune crapping. I actually fucking hate rune crafting. Loved it when I was a kid. As an adult,
Did you really?
yeah, I loved running runes. Felt like free money,
Yeah.
but I was poor. And it was most definitely not free money. Came at a very large cost of my time and sanity. It's like the forest ground. Yeah, it's gonna cost a lot of money though. doing it right.
Um, I need money. Do I not have air staff?
Air staff, staff of air.
Give me my money.
Give me my
Surely
motherfucking
Zaf
bananas.
has air staff. Surely. Surely.
Surely.
I just need 1,000,000 law rooms. Not really, I need some amount of law rooms. I need 1,561 rooms. 60. Close. Very close. Let's just like grab some. Alright. Shop locations.
Corruption and abuse, the salesman of our blood, for the public's craving. Wow. It's in our nature to destroy ourselves.
Okay, I believe that's where yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, did you ever watch all of Nightmare Mode?
No, I
Did
stopped
you
after
stop
the fire
after?
cape. I was like watching them as they came out up until the fire cape and then forgot about it.
I was watching them until they came out, up until like one episode before the fire. I didn't realize he was so close to doing it. Mad whenever I realized.
Rightfully so.
It was pretty hype.
I was honestly surprised he got the fire cape.
Yeah, you should watch the rest of it.
Yeah,
There's not that
I
much
assume he beat the
after.
Colosseum, so it's probably pretty wild.
Yeah, the whole Colosseum thing is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Like you
Please
said
don't
before,
kill
though,
me.
there's some people out there that just, they don't need the best shit to do the in-game stuff.
Yeah.
There's so many more that like can't do anything without in-game stuff. I'm one of those. But I guess maybe playing on Iron Man will help with that, but
I want to get good at like, you know, doing. I don't necessarily want to be able to do stuff with no gear, but I do want to be able to do it without having to like have max stats and crazy high gear. I think,
yeah.
but it's hard.
Yeah. It is a challenging game, even though it's a very simple concept.
Mhm. But like I was saying the other night, it's basically a rhythm game.
Oh yeah.
A rhythm game that's honestly a pretty high BPM for being a rhythm game. 100 BPM is pretty high.
Yeah.
Do quite a bit of world flame runes. Do I have it? Okay, I don't trade. If I buy all 250 of these, what is it? 40. Let's just 60,000. Close to 20. What's that? Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. Bro, this camera glitching out on the tree is annoying.
Change per point 0.1. Last one will be 25%. Whatever, let's just buy all. 76. Okay, it's only 68,000 for 50. I have more money on my Iron Man than I feel like I normally would on a non-Iron Man. It's
What is there to spend it on?
true,
It'll just accumulate. There are things to spend it on, and it will go by
but
quickly.
I also was able to like, okay, this isn't. I didn't care about money that much, so I didn't like want to do something that only focused on money. But I knew I would need some, so I did a lot of agility pyramid. I've got like 192 laps or something like that on agility pyramid, which would be
Oh wow.
almost 2 mil just from that. I've got 69 agility,
Damn.
which means I'm extremely close to having the highest requirement for quest. Nice. I need a world hop. What do I need 1,560. no, not now. Tombs of a Mascot.
Tombs of Ass.
Yeah. Bless you. Bless you. House park. Sweet body. Next FF. Just, I just spent all my money. Not all of it. Half of it. But now I can. Now this is pod racing. This will take me like an hour and 15 minutes to get to high alk level if I do this 1,500 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could have high alk magic by mid
Not gonna happen.
ish. I got an auto clip. Yeah, against TOS. Probably.
Not likely to get caught auto-clicking, but yeah. I never tried it. I know people that did. And got away with it.
What I need to do is set up a metronome so that it ticks every time I click. I'm sure I won't get out of sync at all. I'm sure it won't drive me crazy at all. Yeah. 48 magic. That reminds me, I need to like I need to pop up whenever I like thing. Whenever I add stuff to my collection log. Just to be like giant. RS. Pop.
It's so hard to see what I'm doing with all these trees in the way.
Must be in chat. Yes. Already had the pop. Wow. I'm just already gaming.
He's gaming chat.
See, once I have this at 55, then I can start doing Slayer, and then I'll just kind of slowly make money until I fastly make money.
Yeah.
I'll be fastly making.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How difficult do you think it would be for me to do Fight Club with a rune crossbow?
What is
Fight Club.
Fight Club?
Fight Cave. Fight Cave.
You mean like the Jad Cave?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Fire Cave, I guess.
Good luck, bud.
Good luck. I thought you said that Fight Cave was easy.
It is. If you have a fucking blowpipe.
Yeah, but what? You have to kill some other thing to get a blowpipe.
Yeah. All I'm just saying is
What
like I
range
couldn't do
level
it with a
does?
damn armadillo crossbow.
Brother, don't say something is easy whenever you have to spend 200 hours grinding the gear for it.
Oh, I mean it was easy once I had the blowpipe. It is easy if you're not an Iron Man. Just go buy a blowpipe.
Yeah. I'll just buy a twisted bow while I'm at it. Might as well make it easy. What
No, I feel
level range do you even have to use the blowpipe?
70. I feel like the blowpipe is better than the T-bow there, because the T-bow is only useful when you're actually fighting Jad. The blowpipe makes it to where you don't have to bring as much food. You need some kind of passive healing
Oh.
because you have to fight through the 60 waves. Um, there are other items, but you have to juggle your prayer and your food um, throughout the whole thing. Um, and there's a balance. So really, before you even try to go fight, you need to get your herb lore up. You need to get prayer potions going. And to do that,
Yeah.
you're going to definitely need to be doing Slayer.
Do what? Really? That's cool.
So
Go ahead.
I would just suggest, before you try to get into that, make sure you've got herb lore, make sure you've got um, lots of supplies, and then if you're really good at the game, you're going to use less food and prayer potions because you're going to start prayer flicking the mages and stuff. But there are just some waves where like you're going to use prayer. Because you'll have majors and rangers
I
attacking you at
figured
the
that
same
the
time.
reason was that blowpipe has like a high attack rate, but a high enough max hit that it could like one-shot the bats. That's why I figured the blowpipe would make things easier.
No, it's the heal. Your special ability, your spec on blowpipe heals you for the damage you deal.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Did you ever like optimize Fight Cave in terms of like choosing a specific
Yeah, the
rotation?
spawn. Yeah. Which I always optimized it based off of where Jad was going to spawn. Just to make sure I could safe spot him. And what I mean by safe spotting him is having a minute to breathe before I have to
Yeah,
just
yeah.
go straight into the fight. Now, when it comes to fighting him, there's a couple of really good techniques. Um, you can watch videos on where like you walk through Jad and it'll fuck up all the healers. You don't even have to kill them. They'll just,
Hmm.
yeah. Man, there's a lot of work to do here. Once I cut these trees out, I can more easily work with the terrain. But let's go give that a drive.
sit here and click this. I'm gonna grab a drink.
I got you.
Just like plug in every time. I like how they didn't call it a natural birth, they called it a medic. The dopamine has been flowing. Right?
Yeah.
Look at that bar. How close it is.
It's so close.
About to be.
Gotta hit that. Gotta hit that. Gotta hit that.
Huh? It depends. If I. What do you mean it? Right away? I mean, I watch them. I'm just saying I don't necessarily watch them right away. I usually respond. Shut up.
Oh yeah, that needs to be dirt, not rock.
Heard from Audrey at all? Wild Pig?
Yeah, she's been messaging me a little bit every day for the most part. She thinks Braden got COVID. He threw up in bed the other night, and she had to like clean it up. She called me that night before she like went to bed though, and she plans on, if he's better this weekend, having, or well, she already talked to her sister about it, but she was going to see if her sister could take him some on the weekend to, that way her and I can spend some time together. And her sister said yeah, so hopefully that'll happen. Hopefully he's feeling better by the weekend.
Yeah.
But I've been fairly open with her about how I feel about everything, and it's one thing that I really like is that she lets me like open up about stuff that I never really felt like I could open up about with my last girlfriend. So telling her how, like, I don't know, sometimes it worries me that things aren't gonna get better, and then she says that she understands and she worries about the same too, but she like wants to try to do better. She just doesn't have time right now with everything going on.
Yeah.
But still though, I think things are going good for the most part. Just little bumps here and there.
Yeah.
But when we do get time, it's good. Yeah.
How have you been feeling about all of it lately?
I'm relatively at peace. Like, if things work out, I'll be really happy. If things don't, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm at peace with that.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously I still hope things get better, but there's not as much anxiety around it as there was
Yeah.
before. But yeah, still just trying to stay hopeful and try to stay faithful, not like give up on her before she has a chance to really make things right. So
Yeah.
but all in all, I think things are okay. Not great, but they're okay. And that's fine. You know, like, that's kind of the thing about relationships. I eventually plan on marrying her if things work out.
Yeah.
And one of the old sayings is like, for better or for worse, like, it's not always going to be like perfect and dreamy and amazing and happy and whatever. Like, there's going to be
Yeah.
stressful things that happen, and that'll obviously add stress to any relationship. So
Right.
for me, it's like, I don't know, feels like a test in a way. Not that she's testing me, that maybe God's testing us more so.
Yeah.
Helping us be who we need to be. Because I think confronting all of this sooner rather than potentially months or years down the line is better than... It's better to go through something like this now rather than, you know, years from now. Better to like kind of learn how we both react to stuff like this coming up, so. And I feel a lot more stable in terms of like dealing with my own like anxieties and stuff. So I'm trying to clean up the terrain around here. I don't know if you've been watching, but I'm trying to get rid
I
of all
should be, but I'm just sitting here watching the bar go up.
But yeah, I'm filling the forest floor with forest floor. Sounds redundant, but texturing it gets rid of all the bushes. You see this like fault line right here where there's grass? That's somewhere that I haven't hit. When I paint over the terrain, it removes any of the foliage that isn't a tree. So it'll be easier for me to come through here and cut all these trees out, and then once the trees are gone, it'll be easier to go back through and like clean up all the painting and smoothing out some of this terrain, because that's like really fucking bumpy. And I can, sure, traverse it, but I'd like it to be easier to travel. But yeah, trying to clean up the land a little bit, make it easier to work with, and we've already gotten a bunch of wood supplies. These are prefab walls. They sell for a lot, actually, if it's in the right time of the year. I go look at the thing here. Prefab walls are going to be towards the bottom. But you can make them into furniture and stuff too, which will sell for even higher. But yeah, in September they sell for 9,000 a pop, or 9,250. They pretty much always sell for 9,000. At the Elevator Museum, I can get almost 10,000 for them. So I'm basically turning wood into money that way. It's at a pretty good conversion rate too. But that's kind of the whole point of this facility, is just to convert as much of the trees into money as I can, and then convert the rest of the land into pine forest. Pine trees are really easy to harvest. But yeah, now running through this forest, it's like there's a little bit of foliage around, but it's so much cleaner. So here soon I'm going to start cutting these trees down. It'll be a whole project though. There's probably thousands of trees here, and then getting them back up the hill is going to be a task too. But that's the long term for this property. Over that way we've got a lot of fields that are ready to harvest right now. If I go look at the map again, we go over here. Actually, I want to go here. So 3, 4, and 5 are ready to harvest. 9's ready to harvest. 15's ready to harvest. These are still growing, but they'll be ready to harvest here in a couple of months. I think they're generally in August. And then, let's see. Once those are harvested, I'll want to plow them and
That
get
is so
them
funny.
flipped back over. I think it's time to start pulling trees up this hill. It's funny, I'm starting with the harder side. I don't know why. I just started working on it. I think it's because of that little four-wheeler trail. I like that trail and I wanted to preserve it. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work. I'll make a lot of money though. I've probably already got like $100,000 worth of wood in that barn there. And it'll make about that much every month, as long as I can keep trees in it. I feel like this tractor's a little too big for what I'm about to be doing. There was a glitch in TOA where there were these pillars you could attack with magic. You could splash them.
TOA.
With, yeah, Tombs of Amascut, the raid. And so there were these like pillars you could just splash on. And it would make rocks fall from the ceiling, but there was a safe spot where you could just, like, you would never get hit, ever.
Yeah.
So I was able to get 99 magic in like 3 days. Cost me like 100 mil. But there was a really cheap exploit for doing it. And it was AFK too. I didn't have to click. Like I would click and then my character would auto attack. And since I was in a raid, I wouldn't get logged out either.
What, I mean, you're splashing.
Yeah,
And,
magic gives you XP per cast, not damage.
no, I know. But, did you not still like splash on a rat or something?
Not with those spells, no.
Oh, those spells were more expensive, so they gave you more, like a higher pace.
Yeah.
God.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's wild. I thought about doing like overnight splashing or something, but I mean,
It's really
if
good.
It's pretty good, yeah. And I don't have like infinite money to buy like
Runes, yeah.
a gazillion runes.
That tree's gonna be stuck in the forest for a long time.
But this is like a really quick way to level up magic to 55.
Oh yeah, I did it too. Camelot Tellies, yeah.
I figured it'd be worth the money investment to get high elk.
Yeah, you definitely want high elk on that iron. And you'll want to carry the runes to high elk with you just about everywhere you go.
Yeah, very five.
Yeah, I would do the fire staff, save a little bit of money. Fire runes are like basically free, but
Yeah, when I bought the law runes, I also bought 500 runes. I think I already had some, but I was like, I'm here, I might as well buy some.
yeah. Okay. Now let's go to all these little bitch trees. If I don't cut these, I'll get stuck on them. But yeah. Earlier we were talking about Audrey and you triggered my like fucking brain now.
I'm sorry.
No, no, not in a bad way. I just now I want to talk about her.
Oh, you're pretty good.
I do feel like things will get better. It's just one of those things. Like I told her that like, you know, the whole picture thing. Yes, it does hurt trust in a way, but like I feel like the distance lately did more damage than the picture thing ever did. So and I kind of explained that to her, just as she understands, and it's just hard right now. But yeah, I'm glad that I can at least be honest about shit like that, because otherwise it's just not gonna work out if I can't tell her how I feel. That's how I felt with my ex, though. It's like I really couldn't voice my concerns about things because I knew that that would lead to us like breaking up. And at the time, I wasn't like maybe secure enough to like realize that maybe that was a red flag and maybe I should like respect myself more and be with somebody that I can be myself around. Yeah. So as much as things are weird these days, I do feel like it has a lot of potential to get better.
Dang, man, all three of us teleported on the same thing, and then we got out of the thing. Oh, did it again.
Oh,
Bro, what are you doing? Click the button. There we go. Oh my god.
You're just
How they
too
keep
good.
missing the tick.
Maybe they have a bot that's intentionally missing ticks.
Maybe. I've literally been sitting here thinking like, dude, if you had an auto clicker that was like sending a signal to the server exactly every 0.6 seconds, that would
Well,
be like a red flag. So you'd probably want to set it up to like do a random amount,
yep.
but you wouldn't want it to like I would set the range not as like, 0.5 to 1.5 or something. I would do it as like 0.532 to point, 678 or something.
You would want to have like a random seed too, with like a pre-generated distribution of like randomness. That way you don't get in any kind of like repetitive, because like random number generator on computer, sometimes you get like heads for just hours. It's like, what the fuck? So you want to like, because the thing is, even like a focused human is never going to hit the same timing every time, or even twice in a row. So you want to kind of guarantee that it's gonna follow some jaggedy line instead of just being actually random.
Right.
And you want to have random periods where it just stops. But what we're getting into, the topic that we're getting into, is like evasive, like even just talking about that stuff in subservers will get you like banned. But I've always wanted to make a RuneScape bot. Always wanted to. And someday I probably
It
will.
would be cool to make.
Yeah. Do like a machine learning thing so that it uses
Yeah.
on-screen like recognition for everything.
Make one that can like do bossing.
Oh
That'd be
god.
pretty wild.
Yeah, that'd be a lot, but yeah. I'm sure one day AI will be so good that we won't even have to train it, it'll just do it on its own.
Yeah.
It'll have to learn, obviously, but then again, what better way to learn than from all of the videos on the internet of people doing this stuff? Like, if AI were to like train off of gameplay and they found Wooks's channel, Wooks is like one of those tick perfect like manipulators where like he'll go get fucking Inferno with like the worst gear imaginable. It's like, how can you even do that? And it's like, oh, he's just perfect. He's hitting every timing perfectly. He doesn't necessarily do it first try, but he accomplishes insane stuff. So if you wanna have your mind blown, go look up Wooks, W-O-O-X.
That sounds familiar. I feel like I might have.
Oh, he's infamous. Like, you've definitely seen clips. Even if you haven't played RuneScape, you've probably seen a Wooks clip. He's that kind of like well known. Son of a bitch. All these little trees, man, they get in the way. Real life.
Dragging your feet on making this Iron Man.
Yeah, I've gotten into the forestry stuff. It's like addicting me. But I do want to play Iron Man. I just also want to see some progress here. I feel like I haven't done anything.
Yeah. No.
But already now I've felled a bunch of trees, so this place is gonna look pretty different. Oh yeah, there's just this like massive empty space. Got a bunch of trees to pull up though. I think once I clear this section, I'll park the stump grinder here, and then I'll make it, and then... So that's 1, 2, 3 or 4 trees, maybe 5. 4 or 5 trees. Something else I've thought about doing, so I'll be honest with you, I probably won't make it super far with the Iron Man. definitely toy around on there, but it's probably not going to be something that I do all the time. I might get it on my
Just
phone.
make you want to play your main.
No, I don't think anything will ever make me want to play my main. Because again, like that debate we had the other night, I don't really like in-game RS. I don't like in-game OSRS. It's not nostalgic for me. It's I enjoy the beginning of the game. I enjoy certain aspects of the game, but there's so much stuff in the in-game that I just reminds me too much of RS3, and I don't enjoy RS3, and I don't enjoy a lot of the in-game stuff. It's just, I don't know. But I have considered playing on a Minecraft Anarchy server. I feel like that would be cool.
Minecraft Anarchy.
Yeah, Anarchy is like a PvP. There's no rules, period. Like 2B2T, you can like spam the N-word all day and you never get banned. There's like no moderation. It's just anarchy.
Yeah.
Now, granted, if I were to play on an Anarchy server, I'd have to like hide the chat, a bunch of stuff. But it's also open world PvP. People dupe shit all the time, and people use like hack clients. Like they're actively cheating all the time. Not everybody is, but there are people that make cheats just for 2v2t. So that you can find players and kill them and whatnot. But there are people that play without hack client. It was like really cool. I think Fitz is one of the people that plays without cheats, but I could be wrong on that. But I don't know, I thought it'd be cool to basically just get fucked because I suck at Minecraft PvP. But it's like, it's so cool seeing how people like track down where your base is. They'll use like, if you ever show Bedrock on stream, they can look at the pattern of the blocks.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. It's like,
I saw this clip where someone was like giving a tour to some YouTuber of his base, and then like they went into a room and there was bedrock, and the dude was like, "Dude, you just reap your entire base.
yeah.
Like, you're done." And the guy was like, "Oh."
He's like, really? It's like, yep. You're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen that clip too. And it's funny, I thought it was fake because like it looked like everything was like given in creative mode, but no, they just dupe. They dupe for everything.
Uh-huh.
And they have like block generators and stuff where like they're just abusing every exploit and every cheat that you can have on those servers. Which granted, I don't really want to cheat on them, but it still sounds like a fun time to like just see how bad it is. Something else I want to do is take like a weekend. Scott plays like a lot of hardcore, so I thought it would be cool to do like a weekend where maybe him and some of our friends like start like a hardcore server where if anybody dies, the server resets. So it's like,
Be pretty intense.
yeah, but like just see how far we can get.
Yeah.
I've almost cleaned out this little section of forest. Really didn't take that long. But yeah, I'm gonna do this once a month until I fill up the sawmill. Once the sawmill's full, I'll wait because otherwise trees are just gonna pile up. Dang, I really just pulled that thing through. And then got stuck on a rock. Crazy.
Crazy work.
Wow. Let's see if I can pull it in. This game is so good though. You should really play it sometime. Like I said, Will's potentially going to play with us whenever he gets his computer fixed. Oops. Went back all the way back on the RVTV. Oops. I need to save my game before it crashes. It feels like it's getting glitchy.
We're back to this bathroom. Hopefully this wireless mouse will work. Total level of 950.
Nice. Close to 1,000.
Almost. On our way.
You know, I was in my spot doing my thing. AFK timer kicks in, or aggression timer kicks in. I run away, come back, and somebody's in the spot, and I'm like, screw it. I don't feel like hopping worlds right now. I'm just gonna stand and go back to the spot. And we both sat there for like, you know, I think 10 minutes, like until aggression timer dropped. And as we were both running away together, he goes, "You an Iron Man?" And I go, "Yeah." And then he respect-
Damn.
respects the iron.
Dude, I used to would just hop on, and if I saw somebody that I knew was like lower level than me, and couldn't like keep up, I'd just be like, yeah, fuck you. This is my spot now.
Yeah. To be fair, he couldn't keep up with me.
And then if somebody ever, like, if there was somebody higher level than me that like I couldn't really keep up with, I would just wait for the one that was about to spawn, and I would always take aggro. Like I would click on it manually every fucking time because I was like, nah, fuck you. This is my
That way
spot.
he doesn't get his auto from now.
Exactly. And then they would eventually get mad at me, call me a bunch of naughty words that then would be censored,
And
of
then
course.
we
And then they would leave, yeah. I was fucking menace.
will.
Yeah, I will sit here and get 10% of the XP rate just to fuck you in spite.
I will occasionally do that. It's like if I'm
Feel triggered.
sitting in the spot and somebody runs up, like I get it if I run away and come back and think the spot's empty. But like
Nope.
if I like am sitting there and someone just, you know, 5 minutes into my aggression, they just walk up, just stand in my spot, I'm like, dude, I will sit here and actively play in order to make or create work.
Did that to them.
Came over here to make my experience worse, but now I just go to what?
Yeah, it's crazy how toxic RuneScape can get in that regard.
Do
And it's
I
just
say-
as bad in Slayer too.
What did you say?
Oh, I said it's just kind of crazy how toxic the game can be.
Yeah.
It's like, even just non-communicationally, like, they don't have to say anything to be toxic. That shit's toxic.
Mm-hmm.
I only occasionally bullied people, but occasionally I did bully people. So I guess hurt people, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream real quick, and then I guess I'll boot up the old Jagex launcher and I guess be gay or something. So I'll be right back. Oh, alright guys. That is it for the stream tonight. It's kind of a slow night, but I hope everybody's doing well. Love you guys. Bye bye.